At first glance, they look like little more than soft shapes scattered across the ocean floor, quietly existing while everything else swims past them. But beneath that simple appearance is an animal that plays a surprisingly important role in how the ocean works. So what exactly are sea cucumbers, and why do scientists pay so much attention to them despite how unassuming they seem? To understand that, we need to look past their name, their shape, and their slow movement, and explore what they really are and what they do beneath the surface, right here, on History of Simple Things. Sea cucumbers are marine animals that belong to the class Holothuroidea, part of the echinoderm family that also includes starfish, sea urchins, and sand dollars. Even though they look very different from their spiny relatives, they share key traits, including a water-based internal system that helps them move and function. Unlike most echinoderms, sea cucumbers have soft, elongated bodies rather than rigid shells or spines, giving them their familiar cucumber-like appearance. Inside their bodies are tiny skeletal elements called ossicles that provide support without limiting flexibility. They have no true brain, but they do have a nerve ring and sensory cells that allow them to respond to light, touch, and chemical changes in the water. More than 1,700 species have been identified so far, ranging widely in size, color, and texture, showing just how diverse this group really is. Sea cucumbers are found in nearly every ocean on Earth, living on the seafloor from shallow coastal waters to the deepest trenches ever explored. Most species are benthic, meaning they stay close to or directly on the ocean bottom, often blending into sandy, muddy, or rocky environments. Their movement is slow and deliberate, driven by rows of tube feet along their bodies that grip surfaces using suction. These tube feet are controlled by a hydraulic system that allows sea cucumbers to extend or retract them by shifting water pressure inside their bodies. While many species barely move at all during the day, some can crawl surprising distances over time, and a few deep-sea species are even capable of swimming short bursts when disturbed. Their ability to adapt to such a wide range of habitats is one reason they are so widespread and ecologically important. Most sea cucumbers feed by consuming sediment from the ocean floor, extracting nutrients from organic material mixed into the sand and mud. Using specialized tentacles around their mouths, they scoop up sediment filled with microscopic algae, bacteria, decaying plant matter, and other organic debris. After digesting the usable material, they expel the remaining sediment back onto the seafloor in a cleaner, more oxygenated form. This process plays a critical role in maintaining healthy marine ecosystems by recycling nutrients and preventing harmful buildup in sediments. In many environments, sea cucumbers function much like earthworms do on land, constantly turning over material and improving conditions for other organisms. Some species also help regulate ocean chemistry by releasing calcium carbonate during digestion, which can help buffer acidity in reef systems and other sensitive habitats. Sea cucumbers reproduce through both sexual and asexual methods, depending on species and environmental conditions. Most reproduce by external fertilization, releasing sperm and eggs into the water during synchronized spawning events triggered by cues like temperature changes or lunar cycles. Fertilized eggs develop into larvae that drift as plankton for weeks or months before settling on the sea floor and growing into juveniles. Some species can also reproduce asexually through fission, splitting their bodies and regenerating the missing parts. This regenerative ability is central to their survival, allowing them to recover from injury as well as reproduce. Growth is slow, and many sea cucumbers take several years to reach full maturity. Although they move slowly and lack hard armor, sea cucumbers have evolved effective defenses to survive among predators. One of the most extreme is evisceration, where certain species expel internal organs through the anus to distract attackers, later regenerating the lost tissue. Other species release sticky Cuvierian tubules that can entangle predators and sometimes contain toxins. Some also produce chemical compounds in their skin that make them toxic or unpleasant to eat. These defenses may appear drastic, but they compensate for the sea cucumber's lack of speed or physical protection and help it persist in environments dominated by larger, faster animals. Humans have harvested sea cucumbers for centuries, especially in parts of Asia where they are considered a delicacy and a symbol of status. When dried, they are known as bêche de mer or trepang, and are used in food, traditional medicine, and modern supplements due to their bioactive compounds. Rising global demand has led to heavy overfishing, causing population declines and local extinctions in some regions. Because sea cucumbers grow slowly and reproduce infrequently, depleted populations can take decades to recover. As a result, conservation efforts now focus not only on preserving a valuable resource, but also on protecting the essential ecological role sea cucumbers play. Aquaculture and stricter fishing regulations are being explored to reduce pressure on wild populations. Sea cucumbers may not be the most visually striking animals in the ocean, but their importance is hard to overstate. They are ancient echinoderms with unique bodies, remarkable regenerative abilities, and a crucial role in recycling nutrients on the seafloor. By feeding on sediment, they help stabilize marine ecosystems, improve water quality, and support countless other species. At the same time, their growing economic value has placed them at risk, highlighting the need for careful management and conservation. Understanding what sea cucumbers really are helps reveal how even the simplest-looking creatures can shape the health of the entire ocean. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.